Hi, welcome to today's episode of Mcgiddy's Kitchen, where I, David Pham, aka Mcgiddy Fat, will show you how to make easy recipes in your kitchen. Today, it's gonna be real simple. You know, holidays, family comes around, you know, you make turkey, ham, prime ribs, big, massive portions for, you know, serving like 10, 15 people, maybe sometimes 30. I used to have Thanksgiving that would be 30, 40 people in my house. So, hey, today I'm showing you guys how to do a ham for Christmas, Easter, whatever it may be. We're gonna keep it real simple. Take a nice chunk of ham here, a full ham, as you guys can see, and we're just gonna place it like that. Simple as this, in a roasting pan, nothing else. Hey, it's not as elegant, but it's gonna be better. Because usually people with glaze on there, they put pineapples, they put cherries, they put a sugar coating on this and just roast it. And no, let me tell you why. This thing's already cooked, fully cooked. So it just takes about 10 minutes per pound to heat. Mine's roughly about 7.5 pounds there, so give or take an hour and 15 minutes to heat this through. And everybody always wants that outer edge where it's got all that glaze, all the sweetness, all the goodness, that sauce that's already been baked on there. But what happens when you get to the center, or the center cuts? Only the glaze on the outside, right? Nah. My secret is bake this bad boy, heat it through, make our glaze on the side with our pineapples, our sugar, our, maple syrup maybe. But, so we slice this and then we drizzle our sauce on top of it. Hey, can't be better than that, right? When even the center cuts have that nice sweetness, that sugary glaze on it. Hey, I'll see you guys in an hour. So, while our ham is baking, we're gonna make our glaze. Turn on the fire, keep it on a nice low heat, just heat it through. Take a little pat of butter here. That. Start our sauce. Pop my butter to the side. Grab some sugar. Today I'm using organic cane sugar. Just like that. Good dot. And brown sugar. You want the molasses, the richness, the glaziness from the brown sugar. You can use light sugar, dark sugar, whatever you have on hand. I have light brown sugar. But it's better to use a dark brown sugar because it has a more molasses flavor to it. So it's better to go against the ham. So just melt that sugar out with that little bit of that butter. I'm going to add a little bit of water to this in a second. So keep this nice and slow. So, here's the secret, guys. How to keep the sugar from crystallizing. What is this, melted, right? Use just a little pancake syrup. Why? Because the high fructose corn syrup that's used to make pancake syrup, not maple syrup, pancake syrup, okay? The regular one, cheaper stuff. Put a little bit in there. The high fructose corn syrup in the syrup will allow this to melt and stay melted without having an issue of recrystallizing once it's all become a sauce. Alright? So while that's melting, instead of adding water, I'm going to add this pineapple juice to add a little bit of flavor. And for the pineapple juice, I'm adding the pineapples. And then we'll create our glaze. Because you know, you've seen, what are you guys seen? Hams, people put pineapples, cherries, maraschino, bright red maraschino cherries onto the hams and cook it. But instead of putting it all on the ham and baking it all together, like I told you guys earlier, we do this way so we get all the glazes on every single bite. Just like that. cut the fire if it gets too hot. You want this to be on a slow boil and just melt out. Real slow heat. The sugar will melt. Everything will become a nice ooey gooey glaze and come together. Oh, it's starting to turn already. Need a little bit of fire. Turn my heat back on real low, just to melt the rest of that sugar. Guys, I guarantee you, holiday season, Christmas, Easter, make a dish like this and people will be surely amazed because of all that extra glaze that they have instead of just the outer coating. So just a couple minutes while this sugar cooks down and melts out and becomes a sauce, and you want it just thick. You don't want it too thin, you want it thick enough to be like, you know, like a pancake syrup. So when we pour it on with glaze like this, like drizzle. Sometimes I'm an artiste, you know. I like to paint, but I'm not too good. All right. Turn this heat down. Sugar's starting to boil. You want it nice and slow. To make this even better, we'll add a little bit more butter to create almost like a caramel. Plop butter in there. And to turn this into a caramel, all you gotta do is take it to a full boil and throw some heavy cream in. And they go poof. It's gonna bubble like nuts. But hey, that's not what we're trying to make today, so we're just making a nice glaze. So while we stir this and get it to a full boil, to melt the sugar, we're gonna add some cinnamon. Just a tad. There we go. Oh, it's all coming together now. Just smell it. Woo! Nice cinnamon flavors over the sugar. The glaze is coming together. It's boiling. It's starting to reduce. There we go. You guys see that? All right. Let it simmer for about 2 minutes or so. And it'll thicken, and it'll be real nice and luscious over our ham. While that's boiling, I'm gonna do a little cleanup and go gather my ham. As our sauce is reducing to a nice glaze, I brought my ham out. Wow, nice exterior. It's fully hot through. Let's give this a little toss. There you go. You see that? It's nice and luscious. While our sauce, our glaze, is continuing to reduce, I'm going to plate. Ooh. Take a nice chunk of this ham. Like, let's say, right here. Oh. Wow. Woo! You guys see that? See how beautiful that is? Look how moist this ham is. Look. Wow, the juices are dripping. Grab that. Put it on my plate here. I don't think Christmas dinner or Easter supper can get any better than this. Move my ham over. Grab some of this mashed potatoes that I already pre-made earlier. Just like that. Grab my sauce here. Oh, it's beautiful. Turn off our fire. I can smell the sauce, guys. Ooh. Give it a nice quick stir. Make sure everything's mixed all together well. Grab a few pineapples here. Plop it on my plate. Let me move this so you guys can see. And grab my glaze and just pour it all over the ham. Just like that, guys. Wow. See what I'm saying? Now every piece of the ham has a sauce. The entire piece. Doesn't matter where I cut this ham. Hey, there you guys have it. Hot baked ham served with a pineapple glaze and mashed potatoes.